I'm Greg Hackett. What's going on? Welcome to your grandmother's favorite boxing live on YouTube. A lot of people got it fucked up. They really do when it come to me. They think that I'm a Crawford fan so bad that I just say things to favor Crawford. When really, truly, it's just what I believe about the fight. Do I think it's going to be a very competitive fight? Yes. Do I think it's going to be challenges for both fighters? Yes, I really do. I I am actually a fan of both fighters. You know what I mean? But overall, I'm just here to break shit down. I'm not picking a side because I like one more than the other. I'm picking a side based off what I see in the ring and what I think will happen. Am I allowed to be wrong? Yes, I'm allowed to be wrong because it's really just going to come down to that one night. What's popping? I'm sorry that I haven't been going live as much. I got a lot going on, a lot I'm trying to handle. So just bear with me. I will be getting with y'all a lot more. We will be switching studios, making things look just a little bit more official. You know what I mean? Getting shit going so we could be on here a lot longer, a lot more for you guys, so we could be a lot more comfortable while we do it. That's all I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? But back to the fight. Great fucking fight. I even stated in past in past interviews that I even think that Spence will go as far as dropping Terrence Crawford. But I just don't think Spence will win the fight. I think it'll be a great fight. Earl Spence is very dominant. You know what I mean? And I see why a lot of people go with Earl Spence. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford is very dominant. And I see why a lot of people picking Terrence Crawford. It's just one of those fights. It's going to create that type of attention. You know what I mean? But I don't want anybody to think, oh, Greg just loved Terrence Crawford, so he's going to just say anything to favor Terrence Crawford. That's not the truth. The truth is I love boxing. I'm back at it. I'm back. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me. Everybody that's in here, all 21 of y'all, I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I'm off. I'm just here for the boxing breakdowns. I don't want no trouble. I think it's going to be a great fucking fight. Porter and Bradley both said Bud could get robbed if he goes to the card. You agree, G? I mean, it's a possibility. We've been seeing a lot of that with the fights lately. You know what I mean? But in this situation, it's a possibility because I truly believe Earl Spence is the favorite. And I'm not mad at anyone for that. But, you know what I mean? In order for him to get robbed, he has to dominate. You know what I mean? So that's why they saying what they saying. At the same time, I really truly believe if he gonna get the win, it gotta be by knockout. You know what I mean? I love Earl, but I feel like he will try to walk through the wrong shot. That's kind of how I see it. Which one of these chin shorts? They both got pretty good chins, man. Is J-Rock career over or is he a gatekeeper? Honestly, man, I can't speak on that because we were seeing some great things out of J-Rock that last fight. That's why I wish they wouldn't have stopped it. You know what I mean? I don't agree with the stoppage at all. I feel like it was a lot more he had in him. You know what I mean? And if he was going to go out by being knocked out or stopped, I think the referee should have let that happen. It was just crazy to me. Berlanga was fighting on the zone, and he had dropped his opponent 4 times. J-Rock never got dropped. Boxing by the pan was popping. What do you think of Bud's ability to duck and smother? I think, listen, a lot of the things I think Terrence Crawford do, sometimes I think it's unnecessary, and sometimes I think it's very necessary. The key factor is he always comes out on top. And it's the same thing with Earl Spence. Earl Spence always comes out on top. That's what makes this an interesting match. You know what I mean? The fact that both of these guys never been beat. The fact that when they win, it's mostly by dominance. And, you know what I mean? We really don't know what's going to happen. when I'm speaking about this fight and I'm picking Terrence Crawford, it's not because I think, it's because I'm 100% sure. I can't be 100% sure. I'm just speaking of what I think will happen. And I think after being put under pressure, I believe Terrence Crawford will come out on top. That's all I'm saying. I don't like one more than the other. I just think Terrence Crawford will come out on top. I think we will have a clear winner. What do you think? Earl is the bigger ticket for future boxing, easier to promote and sell. I believe that's true. Get the likes up, my guy says. I think we'll have a clear, yeah. What's popping, Mike Brown? What's going on? Everybody tapping in. What's popping? What's up, Greg? H4's love it takes. Appreciate that. Tim Bradley thinks Crawford can't get a decision in Vegas. Where else does he want them to fight? I mean, you know, Tim Bradley is inside of the business of boxing. He know how shit go. If it's gonna be a close fight, I think they will swing it Earl's way. Earl's the favorite. We gotta keep it real. And he earned that spot. It's not like they're just putting him there. He did earn that spot. I feel like Bud can't let the fight get forehead to forehead like Earl wants it. But let's be honest. How do we know that's what Earl want? He might see something else. Of course he's gonna do what he do, but he might see something else. Looking at Bud's more muscular physique lately, do you think it will slow his mobility but benefit punch resistance? No, I think with this fight, right, we got two very seasoned professionals, and they know what they got to do. Do we have to put on a little bit more muscle? I believe he do. Do I think it's going to slow him down? No, I don't think it's going to slow him down, to be honest. Looking at, hold on. Coach G, what up? Yo, why they try to act like Spence so much bigger when they basically the same damn size in this fight? Crawford will be the puncher. I just think it's going to be a great fight. Do I think Crawford going to come out on top? I really believe he will. I think Crawford will hurt Earl Spence around the 7th and finish him in the 7th or 8th round. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. Gee, I'd like to watch Joey Torres' Flair TV interview. Parts 9 and 10. He has said some interesting stuff about foul play in boxing, especially top rank and bomber. Yeah, it's a lot of foul play in boxing. A lot. You still think Bud about 7 rounds? Yeah, I really do. I think Bud will be on his bike in a few first rounds. I think it would be smart for Bud to box in the first few rounds. Why would he go out there and run into a shot? You know what I mean? Earl Spence is a puncher. We can't act like he's not a puncher. He's definitely a puncher. You know what I mean? And he's definitely a brute. So you don't want to sit there and give yourself away too early. I think it will be smart of him to work behind his jab and pick his shots. But we don't know. AG, I'm not liking Bud energy for this fight. He seemed timid on the last stand while Earl was talking about breaking him. Bud never act this way with opponents, giving too much respect. What you think? I mean, to me, I think Bud is ready to go. I think Earl just ready to go. The part you talking about with him being timid, I gotta go back and look for that. Somebody send me a video on my Instagram and I'll check it out, but I don't know. I ain't seen none of that. I just see two guys ready to go. They do have a lot of respect for each other. What up, Greg? Do you see Derek James and Bo Mack becoming a key factor? I mean, the coach is always going to be a key factor, but to be honest, once they in that ring, man, they doing what they do. Off to the races. Bud going to set traps. EJ coming straight ahead. He's going to run himself into something. If Bud try to box with Bud, he's going to lose by a wide margin. You said Bud twice. If you were Derek James' position, how would you have handled that confrontation? You would have touched that jawline? No, it's too much money involved. It's too much money involved. Derek James did what he was supposed to do. What's up? You know what I mean? What's up? Has anybody ever survived a round Bud got them hurting? I'm pretty sure somebody made it through the round. Can't wait to see is the work rate will be a problem for Bud. I think I think the work rate early on will be a problem for Bud. That's the thing. I keep trying to tell people, I think Earl Spence gonna get Bud in trouble early in the fight, but I think Bud gonna fight his way through it. Honest opinion. I think it's gonna be a great fight. How do you feel about Earl's exit game, meaning his defense after punches? I think sometimes he a little late on moving his head, taking stuff. It all depends on the type of respect he have for you, because for some reason, some wild reason, Earl Spence had a lot of respect for Mikey Garcia, and he was sharp in that fight. And Mikey is a former world champion, and you know what I mean, great skills. I understand, but him being that small, I couldn't understand. I'm like, why Earl giving him so much respect? But I guess he just wanted to make the win look easy. It's plus 160 for the not to go the distance. Well, that's not too big of a spread. Hackett versus the winner. I would love that. If I was in position to get that fight, hell yeah, I would love that. I would jump right at that. See why they not going to give Boots Virgil Ortiz. It got a lot of that got to do with Virgil Ortiz being over there with Golden Boy, and you know the way they do business in the rankings. But I honestly believe, if you pay attention, Stanionis and Virgil Ortiz is fighting the same day Boots is fighting. I think they were looking to line up the two winners. To be honest. You've been boxing all your life. You ever seen a boxing coach that size? I ever seen a boxing coach big as Bo Mack? Hell yeah, I did. We had an old head named Eric Johnson. I used to work with Eric Johnson a little bit. Eric Johnson was that big. We had a coach named Lonnie. He was that big. We had some big dudes like that coaching. Oh, shit. He dropped the ring light. The fuck? All right, we back. My bad. That's what I'm saying. I gotta get my studio tightened up, man. I gotta get my studio A1. You feel me? Do you think Crawford has good defense? I think I would give Crawford a B for defense. A B. You've been boxing. Let me see. If EJ tried to box with Bud, he's going to lose by a wide margin. EJ has to force Bud to trade. This is going to be a fight of wills. I believe that too. I compare this fight a little to Shakur versus Tank. How fast you think Bud can build strength and his punch resistance enough in time to fight Earl? Same question for Shakur against Tank. I mean, I get the comparison, but honestly, two different fights. Because with Shakur and Tank, it's two southpaws. You know what I mean? And to be honest, we seen Tank in there with some great fighters, but nobody like Shakur. We seen Shakur in there with your Valdez's, you know what I mean, your guys like that, but nobody like Tank. So to be honest, can't really compare them two fights, because we talking about southpaw versus southpaw. With Earl and Bud, it's a little bit different because Bud switch, you know what I mean? They bigger men. It's just a great fight. I don't know. It's going to be great. You see the video, Bud? No, I ain't get to see that video. Seems to thrive off figuring fighters out the first 1 and 3. Then he starts to get going. That's what it looked like to me. He just wanted to fight Mikey's fight, could have walked him down. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like Boots always say, we don't get paid for overtime. So why not go in there and stop Mikey Garcia? The thing is, I'm not trying to down Earl for that fight. I'm not trying to I just always wonder, like, why did he respect Mikey Garcia so much? I don't know. It was something about that fight. I think he just had a lot of respect for him. I don't think he had the kind of respect for him where he would go in there and lose to him, but it was just like, I mean, I'm gonna just do enough. Do you feel like Bud's Spence legacy is as legit as they want it to be if they never fight Boots? I think it will. I think it will if they go up to 54 and fight some great fights. You know what I mean? Boots, at the end of the day, Boots is trying to get to where they are. So we can't really make it about Boots if we be honest. We can't. You should go live during fights. That will grow the channel. I got you. I just be doing a lot, and I ain't gonna lie. When I be watching fights, bro, I be trying to really focus on the fight. It'd be hard to like talk You know, I did that before though, but it'd be hard to do that. Earl gonna beat him down early, and Buzz power wouldn't be the same in the later rounds. Earl by stoppage 10-11. I can't get mad at that. Damone Daniels. What up, G Hackett? What's the deal? What's popping? What's good, G? I think Jesus Ramos next at 154. What's your thoughts? Jesus Ramos is an animal. You got to be careful with Jesus Ramos. And what I like about Jesus Ramos, I like the size, and I like that he willing to go there with you. Like he don't question himself when he on the move. When he on the go, and he on the mission, he trying to get something. He definitely not questioning himself. What do you think about Bud or rating each other? I ain't really see that. From what I saw though, the pieces I saw where they was talking about each other, from what I understand, they both respect each other a lot. They do. They know that they preparing for a great fighter. Ladies and gentlemen, could you please go ahead and hit that like button? Thank you. I appreciate you for that. Crawford can't take EJ shots. We will see that early. Mean Machine dropped Bud in the third round and won the exchanges early. I mean, you can never say never, and you can never say what a guy could take, Kenny can't take. We don't really know. We don't really know. You judging it. Now listen, I'm not mad at you about bringing up Mean Machine, but he knocked Mean Machine out. He knocked him out. He stopped him. I don't think that's fair to bring up guys that these guys stopped. They stopped him. That's like saying Chris Algieri or something. Chris Algieri was doing good. No, he got his shit broke up. Charlo or Canelo, that's going to be a pretty good fight. The only thing that concerns me about that fight is the fact that Charlo's been off for a little while. That's the only thing that really concerned me about that fight. You know what I mean? But that should be a great fight. Where my fan at, bro? It's cooking in this drum. I got a little mini fan. What I do with my mini fan, man? It's cooking in here, bro. I took my motherfucking mini fan. I gotta find my mini fan. It's cooking here. Shakur and Tank are opposite. Shakur defense master, Tank offenses. Spence and Bud are both more offensive. Tell you one thing, the first and second punch is going to dictate this fight. It's going to be a lot going on in this fight, ladies and gentlemen. I just want y'all to be tuned in for sure. He like to punish dudes. Earl said post-fight that he really tried to KO Mikey Garcia. I ain't see it. I ain't see it. From what I saw with Mikey, he kept it nice and smart, sharp, took his time. But I don't think he tried to really clip Mikey. I ain't get that feeling. But I could be wrong. Sean Porter also said EJ fought him in his fight and beat him as well. Sean Porter and Earl Spence are similar as far as attacking. They want to get you. But the way they go about it is different. So if you ask me, they on the same mission, just two different styles. Earl was better at it because Earl was cleaner. Earl was more technical. His punches come straight down the middle. Straight down the middle. And that little short hook he caught Sean Porter, where Sean Porter was asking for that all night. Do you think Spence is making it worse, telling Crawford he's going to break him? No, that's just for the build-up. That's what the people want. Boots is going to be a millionaire soon. God willing, for sure. Claimed he wanted to prove he could outbox Mikey, but when he tried to turn it up for the late stoppage, he didn't get the KO. If Crawford feels the power of his jab, do you think you will visibly see it? They both... See, this is the thing about a fight like this, right? This is two of the very best fighters in the world. The reason they are the very, very best fighters of the world, because they'll never really show you, you know what I mean, what they going through in there. These two fighters, you're not going to hear about them guys talking about getting hurt in the ring, like really hurt in the ring or really feeling a shot in the ring until they retire. That's when you're going to start hearing all these crazy stories. Trust me. Everybody was saying he couldn't box. That's why he fought Mikey that way. Hackett, I enjoy your commentaries on fights, fighters. Keep up the good work. I appreciate that, Pocket. Love the channel too, bro. Your insight is on it and unbiased. I appreciate that. Yo, G, what did you think of Berlinger's corner last week? It seemed like a lot of yelling rather than coaching. I kind of felt like that too. It was a lot of, what the fuck are you doing? Do this and that. What the fuck? It was like they was trying to coach him, but they was pushing the urgency, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like trying to make him get the knockout when really all he had to do was cut the ring off and go to the body. He would have got that knockout because the power was there. But he don't. But Berlinger, what I want Berlinger to understand is he don't have that big, devastating power that he think he got. He can punch though. He can punch, but he's not the big, devastating puncher. If Earl was multi-dimensional, he would have set traps for Mikey and scored the KO, but he's straight ahead, 1-2 on his box. How you feel about Avery and Tevin Farmer? Avery and Tevin Farmer was a great matchup. 10 rounds. We saw some boxing. We saw a little bit of rumbling in there. Avery, what really fucked Avery over in that fight was he got knocked down in the 5th round. Had he not got knocked down in the 5th round, might have got the win, might have got the draw. You know what I mean? That was a very close fight. They were sharing the rounds back and forth. But that knockdown round was really what fucked Avery up. Tevin Farmer didn't look the best offensively, but defensively, still slick, man. Still slick. And that's what guys got to worry about with Tev. He's super slick. See, my guy, Adrian Broner, was drunk as fuck on the Danza Project podcast. Sad to see, bro. When was that? A Danza Project? I got to check that out. Danza Project. Charlo versus Bivol. Who you got? Bivol too big. Who you like in the fight, big dog? I told y'all, man, ladies and gentlemen, I like Terrence Crawford by stoppage, 7th or 8th round. They look for anything to hack either fighters. Game really random, but who would win, Fury or Ali, considering the size and all that? I think Tyson Fury was just too big for Muhammad Ali. I ain't gonna lie. We talking about a man that almost got 100 pounds on Ali at his prime. They took it down. I don't see it on their page. I only seen these shorts. True, Shane Mosley rocked Floyd, but look what Floyd did after he got rocked. Floyd put a beating on Shane. One of my faves. That's true story. Peace and blessings from Texas, Big J. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know I fuck with Texas. Earl gonna give Bud a one-sided ass whooping. I just want to see how they both react to each other's power, Bud and Spence. Gee, how do you feel Canelo losing to Bivol and then ducking the rematch will affect his... I think Canelo, for some reason, he trying to protect them belts at 168. He should have gave Bivol the shot. But Canelo did a lot in boxing. I ain't gonna lie. He's fought a lot of great fighters. He's fought a lot of, guys like, why the fuck was he fighting that guy? But he got so many fights that his legacy is gonna be real because he got a lot of fights. He been in there with some great fighters. That was a bad look. Yeah, I ain't see that from the post-press conference. Earl and Mikey fight. Earl said he was trying to get Mikey out of there. It may sound crazy, but this fight boils down to a guy that survived the headshot versus a guy that survived the car flipping and being thrown out of the car in terms of who had the better comeback. In terms of will and who had the better comeback. That's how I feel. That's why I said, man, we talking about two great fighters here in life and in the ring. Either he's a great actor or he's losing it. What was your first fight? My first fight as an amateur or a pro? My first fight as an amateur was 2002. I was 15 years old. It was in North Philadelphia at the King Center. My first pro fight was on Broad Street at the Blue Horizon, 2008. So 2008, I turned pro. April 11th, 2008. Also in North Philly. How you feel about Hitchens and Love getting postponed? I hate that happened, man. Richard Hitchens was going to get his shine. That's how I feel. Jesus Ramos versus Jahar. I think he a little too much for Jahar right now. Coach G, what's up still going for Bud? But who had the better boxing career, Ward or Floyd? Floyd had more fights. Floyd, more titles, different weight classes. Andre Ward, great fighter, though. Andre Ward just a great fucking fighter. He one of my favorites for sure. Both of them. We can say Crawford Chin is suspect, just like we know Thurman body because previous opponents hurt his body. Crawford gets hurt rather easy, bro. He bounced back well. So this is what I'm saying. If a guy get hurt and he come back and he knock you out, it's not so much that we can forget about it, but then it was like, how much did that really? How hurt was he? How hurt was he that he got out of it and then stopped the guy? That's the part I'm trying to understand. You people, all right. So people get hurt in boxing like motherfuckers get dunked on in basketball. It happens. But if he's knocking people out afterwards, you got to think about what you're saying. I'm not saying you wrong. You can look at it how you want to look at it, and I'm not saying you wrong. And I don't want you to see it my way. But when people say that, I'll be like, but he knocked the guy out afterwards, so it be fucking me up. I don't know. Bud gonna control range, Lyles, jabs. Oh, sure. What do you think happens if Bud takes away Earl jab? If you take away Earl jab, then we gonna see Earl on defense a lot. But if you see Earl getting that jab off or finding his range with that jab, you gonna see Earl ripping at that body. I think Devin versus Lopez at 140 would be a super close fight. Yeah. Teofimo Lopez, right? Name 3 fighters who give Boots problems in the future or now. Boots problems in the future. I think a tough fight, a really tough fight for Boots is going to be Jamel Charlo. It's a kid out of Maryland or DC named Trayvon Marshall. Trayvon Marshall, I think, is going to be to Boots what Boots is now to Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence. Just my opinion. T.O. doesn't. If he can't duck that, who the next fighter out of Philly making a little noise we need to keep an eye out for? I mean, you got Atif Overton, you got Jabril Noble, you got it's a kid named Nemar Farmer. He's a beast. It's a kid named Isaiah Johnson. He's a beast. We got a bunch of little guys running around. We got a bunch of 140s, 135s. I gotta think, man. It's going to be interesting to see because I've seen both Spence and Crawford take big shots and smile afterwards. Nah, these fighters respect each other. When Spence was asked which fight I like the best of Buzz, he said all of them. He said he is a Bud fan. Bud said like Spence against Brook. Because Spence showed a lot in that fight. Bud not going to just stand in front Earl with no head movement like his previous opponents. Do you think Earl's tendency for leaning in fights will make him susceptible to a big uppercut? It could happen. That could happen. I mean, all the little things that they do in the ring could affect the fight, or we might see 2 new fighters. We might see both of these fighters come out 2 totally different ways from what we're used to seeing, to be honest. Because that's what fights like this do, man. These are great fights, man. And I'm not saying they have to switch up. I'm just saying you got to bring the tools. This is the fight you definitely got to bring the tools. You cannot bullshit. People seem to forget EJ beat Mikey and Porter while he was partying, not focused. In my opinion, a C version of himself, but gets stopped. Tim Brown. We're going to see. We don't know if that Broner interview that was before or after the fight was recent. They took it down or never posted it in its entirety. The page. Somebody got to send it to me. I don't know. Floyd versus Crawford at 147 pound for pound. I mean, Floyd at 47 is masterful, man. I don't know. I think Floyd get over him, but what you think about Julian Williams over the weekend? He can't take the punches from the bigger guys, it seems. I think yo, why does shit keep falling? I think Julian Williams need to be more confident in his ability and what he can do. Cause to me, we was watching 2 different fighters in there. I'm talking about minus Adames. Just from Julian itself, we was watching 2 different fighters. Greg, you got love out here in Buffalo. I know I fuck with Buffalo. Y'all know I fuck with Buffalo, New York. Shout out to my guy, C, man. My young guy, my young boy. J-Rock's chin, man. If he was more sturdy, he'd be a problem for sure. Canelo ducking Benavidez, but nobody will mention that. I'm definitely gonna talk about that. Name 3 fighters who give Boots problem in the future now. Uh, in the future now. Boots problem in the future or now. Uh, I think it'd be a lot. It'd be. I'm gonna keep it real. It'd be bigger guys. It'd be guys like, you know what fight I want to see? You know what fight I want to see? I want to see Boots and Tim Zoo. I want to see Boots and Tim Zoo. I think that'd be a great fight. Salute to the chest. Smash the like button, y'all. My man Sir Ken said, hit that like button for me. Appreciate y'all. When are people going to start holding Canelo accountable for the bullshit he's doing now instead of giving him passes because of his record? Yeah. And I think he got to. But listen, Canelo, now listen, we got to be real. Canelo definitely, it's definitely a lot of Canelo backlash, right? But if we be honest, I think we will see Canelo in 3 great fights next. Signing that 3-fight deal with PBC. I think it's not gonna be the shit we've been watching over in the zone. It ain't gonna be that shit. I promise you that now. And I think we will get the Benavidez fight. But I will do a video on Benavidez and Canelo. Once EJ start applying that pressure in the second half of the fight, Bud gonna be in survival mode, man down, strap season. Put him in the dirt here, representing from Dallas, Texas. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. The boy Gerard Baker. Will they replace the fight with? Because I bought my tickets before that came. Oh, shit. I don't know. How you feel about Malik Scott as a trainer? No Philly bias. I think Malik Scott is a great trainer, but you got to understand, we're not seeing really the best of Malik Scott because we seeing Malik Scott with really a fully made fighter. Wilder is a fully made fighter. So a lot of this shit, Malik Scott and could show a fighter, we're not gonna see until he get to really groom a guy. And that don't mean he have to have a guy from birth. But what I'm saying is that he gotta have a guy, you know what I mean, that's like kind of like 5 pro fights or making a pro debut, like a guy like that, and then bringing him through his career. I think you'll see a lot of that shit come out. Dudes that say people who don't got a chin never been in a fight before. That's the thing, man. If you ain't never had your shit popped before, if you ain't never been hitting your fucking head, the side of your head, the back of your head, the top of your head, punched in your eye, punched in your nose, it's crazy saying somebody don't have a chin. What up, Jay? If Bud win, it's somewhat assumed he may be looking at Charlo next. What you think next for EJ if he wins? You think he go ahead and fight Charlo or look elsewhere? I think if all right, I'm gonna throw one at y'all. I think if EJ win, he gonna look for the winner out of Lara and Danny Garcia. I'm gonna be real. Earl Spence win, I think he gonna be looking for the winner out of Danny Garcia and Lara. It was Landy Lara. Do you think Keith Thurman will retire if he can't get if he can't the Ugas fight, or will he move up? I don't know. Keith Thurman need to stop bullshitting. Trayvon Sniper Marshall has great potential. I like Trayvon Marshall. He one of my young favorites. I know you chose Bud to win, G, but with your analysis of Bud making adjustments with Spence pressure and also his adjustments, that's not very respected. Any thought of Bud running out of adjustments? My assessment wasn't really based on too much of adjustments because Earl, I know for a fact Earl don't give a fuck about nobody making an adjustment. So my assessment was really based on people really thinking that Terrence Crawford is not strong or he don't have a real punch on him. I think Earl is going to be pressing so hard that he going to get caught with a shot, and then it's going to be over from there. Because as we know, Bud is a great finisher. So if he get that chance to finish, I think it's just going to be crazy. Nobody, he gonna run over Ortiz, Mel, probably move to 160, Gary Antoine, and give boost. They never end up in the same weight class. Gary Antoine's small right now. He said he could make 135. Boots couldn't even dream of that. Everyone makes a big deal about his reach, but Green Beans, Brooke, and Porter all got it inside and did work. I think Spence is at least more durable than them guys. Yeah, Spence definitely durable. Boots got him shaking in their boots. What you think of Kid Austin? Can he give Keyshawn a run for his money? Kid Austin right now, no, I can't fuck with Keyshawn. Keyshawn's been in there with different type of fighters, bro, that they wouldn't even put in front of Kid Austin. But we'll go after Earl Spence eye where he had the surgery. Hey, I don't know, man. It's boxing. He gonna go after whatever he see. It's gonna come down to coaching. July 29th, both fighters are capable of winning, but whoever sticks to the best game plan gonna win. That could possibly be true. Is Andy Cruz going to be the next big prospect in boxing? Andy Cruz, I don't know. We gotta see what he look like when he come out. Bud is going to get KO. Honestly, he smoking mirrors. EJ gonna show the skill gap when he get in there. Is Boots fight on pay-per-view or just Showtime? I think Showtime, just on Showtime. Tim Bradley have been competitive against Spence or Crawford. Would Tim Bradley have? Tim Bradley. One thing about Tim Bradley, he threw a lot of punches. Tim Bradley threw a lot of punches, and he had a very high motor on him. So I don't know. Might have been a good fight for both of them, but I think they would have beat him up though. AG with the pressure Earl's bringing. I know I heard take picking, but any chance of not being able to adjust to Earl's pressure? I mean, it could be. It could be. But we talking about two very skilled, very strong monsters in there. Like, they going to be getting it in. Troy Osley gives Boots problem at 154. Troy Osley, I don't even think Troy Osley could make 54 anymore. I think he up at 60 now or running out of adjustments. I don't know. Boots versus Zoo would be dope. Zoo straight ahead, so it's going to be a firefight. That would be a nice fight for Boots once he move up. I think Tim Zoo just got good power and good sturdy stance. I just think that'd be a good fight for Boots. Boots versus Castano would be interesting. Boots would treat Castano, do him dirty. Tim versus Boots is a great fight, but I think Tim ends up fighting Bud or Earl. His first defense, it could be. They need to hire you as a commentator with Bradley and Ward. Your take on the game is appreciated. You one of the bro. Keep grinding. Appreciate that, bro. Shocky, man. Appreciate that. Suge Knight Cigar. Who you think anyone is too overtrained? Because hey, that could be a possibility as well. That could be a possibility as well. Overtraining. Gee, is the media starting to overrate Tim Zoo based on his last two fights, or is he that good? And does he give Charlo a better fight than Castano? I ain't gonna lie. Ocampo was perfect. I can't really say. At the same time, my man Tony Harrison, he took the fight not being prepared. And, you know what I mean, he went in there and tried. I don't know what was up with Tony Harrison. I think they hyping up Tim Zoo just a little bit. I'm going to say just a little bit. I ain't going to say a whole lot. Excited to see you and Jesse Hart team up, especially with me seeing you bring something different to the game. Your name getting hotter on the East Coast and further out. I seen your growth. Appreciate you, bro. What up, Coach Greg? How you feel about the Spence undercard? Looks pretty weak so far. I ain't even look at it. I ain't gonna lie. I heard that same thing though. Heard it was weak. Would you rather be KO'd or stop? If you're gonna knock me out, knock me out. Yeah, I mean you gotta put me out. You gotta put my shit out. Put me out of my misery. Fuck that. Cause you ain't gonna just beat on me and I'm gonna just quit. Fuck that. EJ gonna win. Then take Jamel belts. Ain't no friends in boxing. That's true. Laura got his beat pretty bad against Jared Hurd. Yeah, but that was some time ago. Crawford going to shock the world. I believe so. How did Laura end up with a belt again? I don't know. I think he caught one of them vacated joints. I think the belt at 60. Hurd versus Lara was years ago. Hurd put on a great performance, but dropped the ball since then. Shout out to G, just getting in. How much the show did I miss? We've been on here for about almost 40 minutes. Inouye and Fulton. Inouye or Fulton? I mean, Of course, I'm gonna be a little bit biased. Of course, I'm gonna go with my man Cool Boy, but I'm not just going with Cool Boy because that's my guy or he from Philly or anything like that. I really believe Cool Boy is the all-around better fighter. You know what I mean? Anyway, brings pretty good skills to the table and really good power. But that's at 115, 118 pounds. Stepping up to 122 pounds, fighting the best in the weight class. I think he just biting off a little bit more than he could chew. That's just my totally honest opinion. Spence ain't never touched the canvas. That's, hey, what they say, first time for everything. Lara KO some guy for the vacant WBA. With all this talk about Spence, why is the underdog for his betting lines? Why is he the underdog as far as betting lines? Hey, I don't know. Desert Storm. Sound crazy out there, right? Definitely one of the realest from the perspective side of boxing. Non-biased. Appreciate that. Do you think Spence would have lost to Ugas if the ref didn't step in and grab his mouthpiece? That's tough to say. Because Ugas had his shot. He let it go out the window. Definitely should be commentating. Appreciate y'all, man. If the commentating jobs come by, we jumping on that shit. Fuck that. Do you think Deontay Wilder is ready to get back in the ring? I think Deontay Wilder been back. He been ready. He knocked the motherfucker out real bad not too long ago. Bud versus Tim Tszyu. Great fight. Tim Tszyu strong, though, bro. You can't play with him. Bud got to get past Earl first for sure. Is Boo Boo going to fight Caleb next? That would be a great fight. I would love to see that. I don't see nobody that has the footwork close to Andy Cruz right now. His feet is phenomenal. Well, we got to see what Andy Cruz look like in the pros. Jamel versus Boots right now, honest opinion, Jamel. I think Jamel and Boots would be a great fight. Only thing, though, Boots can't get caught with a big shot. And for Jamel can't be trying to throw too many big shots because I think he'll end up looking silly missing. But at the same time, I think he is a big enough puncher. If he caught Boots with some good shit, I think he could shake him up for sure. I want to see that fight. Wilder versus Ruiz is a good matchup. Wilder could clip him, but if he leaves himself open, Ruiz's aggressive style can make him get on the back foot. And I think Wilder's just too powerful for Ruiz. It is weak. Who you think Morrell fight next? Morrell need to fight Caleb Plant. Morrell need to fight. He need to fight somebody that's right before the top level. Caleb Plant is the top level, but with the 2 losses, you know what I mean? He right before in my eyes. So I think Morrell and a Caleb Plant would be a good joint. RN, Fish Fry, July 29th. Hey, yo. Wilder called Ruiz out, told him to sign. Yo, brother, I got Crawford upsetting Spence, but I ain't taking no bets. I ain't mad at you. Is Tank Davis the face of boxing? I think he's becoming the face of boxing. Forward needs to box and move and clinch certain points. Control the fight with the jab, movement, and counters. What's your opinion on J-Rock? I think J-Rock just need to be more confident in who he is and what he can do. Can you be commentator or make a podcast? The podcast is coming soon. I told you I'm just working on my setup, man. That's a lot of technical shit that I don't know nothing about, and somebody got to help me with that shit. I can't just, you know what I mean? Then when I do the podcast, I want people to be able to come through. I gotta put it in the area where I can get all the fighters to come through. Because if the shit at my house, you're not coming to my crib. I don't play that type shit. I ain't one of them dudes be letting motherfuckers come in my house and shit like that. I don't play like that. You know what I mean? But I got a lot of shit cooking. Just let me cook. Let me cook. Cool Boy kind of underrated for what he's been doing. But went over anyway, could make that boy a superstar. I believe it will make him a superstar. But stopping Spence 9th round. Who have you ever seen hurt EJ, though? Ugas didn't have a shot. He gave EJ his cleanest shot, and EJ knees didn't buckle. I mean, if that's what you believe, what flavor vape? This is the cherry cola. Ruiz got a chin, though. It's the cherry cola joint. Boots will beat Jamel. He leaves himself open too much. Boots will counter and catch him. Earl's the underdog because of what Bud been doing. Bud did being undisputed at 140. Bud knocking out Hulk Holmes at 147 because Stockport, no other reasons, and he's only slightly favored. Spence and 9. How long do you think Boots stay at 147? I think Boots got like 3 more fights. I think Boots got probably 4 altogether, 4 more fights, including this one next. So I think this Villa fight and then 3 more, and I think Boots will go to 54. That's my honest opinion, but I could be wrong. My top 5 pound for pound. I mean, I don't know, man. Top 5 pound for pound. Tyson Fury, better BF, better BF. Uh, Tank Davis, Spencer Crawford. We gonna do it like that. Ortiz or Stanionis. I think 50-50. Fish fry, fight party, Bud versus Spence. We need that podcast for sure. End of the day, I'm rocking with Spence. They both winners. 2 black brothers securing that bag to provide for the families. That's what I'm saying. Greg, you the only one from Philly picking Crawford. Crawford by KO. Salute G all the way from St. Louis. Y'all know I fuck with St. Louis, Missouri, man. What's popping? What's popping in St. Louis, man? Spence going to jab Bud to death, guaranteed. Swagged out was popping. Jerry Anderson versus Charles Martin. I think Jerry Anderson to get him out in 5. I feel like Spence versus Crawford are 2 of my favorite. 2 of my cousins fighting, and I can't pick. I like both equally. I can make a case for why each will win. Yeah, that's not a bad one. Appreciate the donation, Donald Lyons. Make sure y'all hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We getting this thing up to 197 people, man. 92 likes. I like what I'm seeing. I like the energy that I'm feeling. You know what I mean? If you can go ahead, like, subscribe, share. You know what I mean? If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to my shit. I'm about to start posting street fights, dog fights, all types of shit. We gonna get it cracking. You know what I mean? We gonna really make it feel like the hood in here. Do you think Spence with his activity could prevent Crawford from counterpunching or either getting his rhythm in the fight? That could possibly happen. Tapping in from San Diego. What's up, San Diego? The ball blurs. San Diego is nice, man. I like San Diego. My man was out there for a while training. Boo's definitely champ after Bud and Spence. Spence, no special effects. Like Mayweather said, Spence cashing out. What you think about Abdullah Mason? I like Abdullah Mason. Very sharp, very mean fighter. You know what I mean? He just need more grooming. Just keep growing. I'm betting Stanley on is good odds. What is Spence and Crawford split? What you mean split? Abdullah Mason versus Emiliano Vargas. Ooh. I think Emiliano Vargas need more work. I think Abdullah Mason need more work. But that would be a crazy fight. But it's too early for the fight. They both of them young boys are older. They younger than 20 right now. Like, they young as shit. Getting it popping. But that'll be a crazy fight. And if we seen that fight, it'll have to be 10 or more rounds. Their Boots ever sparred. Danny Garcia, I know they both from Philly. I never heard about them sparring. Chi-Town in the building. I know I fuck with Chicago for sure. Crawford and Usyk. Greg, let me ask you this. If EJ goes in there and punish Bud and make it look easy, would you give him props at the best at 147? And 54? I mean, at 54, it'd be tough, but at 47, yeah, I'm going to give him his props. See, I'm not an ass. I'm not one of these dickhead bulls that's like, oh, fuck Earl Spence. I love what Earl Spence do. Earl Spence is a beast, bro. Y'all know I fuck with Earl Spence. But I just think Crawford going to win the fight. It's not no shade towards, you know what I mean, either guy. I really like Earl Spence. I really like Terrence Crawford. I just think Terrence Crawford gonna win the fight. You know what I mean? And if he win the fight, hell yeah, I'm gonna break the fight down like I do everything else. He said, don't post dog fights, bro. You will get your channel shut down. You think I'm really that stupid, bro? Post them street fights. No, I ain't putting no dogs on. I'm talking shit, man. Do you think Bud Spence will have a rematch? I think they will rematch. Do you think Top Rank were great matchmakers at Crawford besides not getting the opportunity to fight with PBC fighters out of Red and PA? Hey, listen, I think Top Rank is great at grooming fighters, but because how strict Bob Arum is, and he comes from old teachings, You know what I mean? It's tough for him to make certain fights if he don't see it being lucrative for himself. You know what I mean? He not gonna make certain fights if it's not lucrative for himself. So, you know what I mean? I understand. Do I like it? No, I don't like it, but I understand it because, you know what I mean? Bob Arum, one of the oldest in the game, have been doing it for a very long time. Abdullah Mason versus Shushu right now. Abdullah Mason a little too big for Shushu, but Shushu I definitely show him some things in there. He's very sharp fighter. Davis versus Martin. You talking about Keyshawn Davis and Frank Martin? That'd be a great fucking fight. I can't pick. That's a great fight in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? That'll come down to the last 4 rounds. To be honest, I wonder if Bud going to try and box and running around the ring the entire fight because Spence pressure is too much. I mean, July 29th, tune in. What about Stephen Fulton? Anyway, I talked about that fight. Fulton is going to definitely win that fight. It's too much man for Inoue. And Inoue has never seen anything in his life like Stephen Fulton. Let's be honest. Let's be real. Inoue is a puncher at 115 and 118 pounds, but we don't know what it's going to look like for him fighting at 122. His first time at 122, and then he's fighting the best at 122. Let's be real. Brooklyn in the fucking house. What if this each win? 1 fight each, and they're going to have to fight a 3rd time. Abdullah Mason and Shushu are in 2 different weight classes. Shushu is the truth. He's a major prospect. What up, G? From Uncle Shizzy. Great job, yeah. Uncle Shizzy was popping. Yeah. Brooklyn in here. Jared Anderson, Andy Ruiz right now. Andy Ruiz, that's a great fight now. Now we talking boxing. Jared Anderson would have to be sharp all night to get the win over Andy Ruiz. It will not be easy. Andy Ruiz is a small man with big heart, and he not afraid to throw that shit. And he got deceiving speed. You can't play with him. Good fast hands with good pop. I like when you said Spence know the secret. He do know the secret. You know what I mean? But that's the great thing about this fight. He running into another fighter that also know the secret. It's going to be a fucking amazing fight. Does the fight remind you of Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray? Nah, a little bit. I wasn't really out when them fights was happening, but the magnitude, the build-up, I could see it. Shushu. I think they slowing Shushu down because Shushu not knocking everybody out. He getting the stoppages, but he getting them late. I see so much happening in the Spence. But I think they moving Shushu real good because what's going to happen is, if you notice, Shakur got to be main event in his city now, and he had Jared Anderson as the co-main, and now Jared Anderson is getting ready to be the main in his city. So I think that's what they doing for Shushu. They gonna get Shushu. They gonna get Shushu built up, and then he gonna be the main in New York. Yeah, repost that street fight you were in too, Jay. What street fight? I want to know street fight. What's happening, cuz? Charlo and Canelo playing out. If the first thing is Charlo gonna have to really knock that rust off early as possible. But it's gonna come down to mind games and setups in there. I mean, he gonna have to be smart in there and really be behind a real good jab. But Charlo a big enough guy and strong enough guy to make it happen. I'm EJ's second cousin on his mama's side. I'm in camp watching him. I'm here to tell y'all motherfuckers now. He's training to punish Bud and stop inside of 8 rounds. I could believe that. I hope it don't be any controversy in this fight, Bud versus Spence. Hope the judges get it right. Yeah. I hope it don't be no weird shit neither. Keyshawn is dope. Keyshawn is dope at controlling the action in that ring to be such a young fighter. I believe it. Who has given Boots the craziest work? 2026 against Benavidez. I think Benavidez would be a light heavyweight by then. But the craziest sparring, I don't know, man. I've been hearing Boots been getting some really good sparring this match. I mean, for this match, but I ain't get to see it. I ain't get to see it. But I've been hearing he been definitely getting some real good sparring for this one. Oh yeah, we in full effect, man. Stop playing me. Tell your baby mom to go home early. Fulton definitely gonna pack him up for sure. Fulton never see anything like Inoue. This guy's crazy. This guy Breezy is crazy. Listen, Stephen Fulton, I'm gonna tell you the difference between Stephen Fulton and a lot of fighters. Stephen Fulton has been fighting undefeated fighters and really tough matchups early on in the career. That's why he don't have a whole bunch of knockouts. A lot of these fighters, a lot of these fighters got a lot of knockouts because they was fighting ducks, a lot of ducks early in their career. Stephen Fulton really been fighting really good since like his fourth match. Since like his fourth match, he been in some good matchups. We got to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. If we gonna talk boxing, let's talk boxing. Anyway, never seen nothing like my dog. Y'all think Anyway is a monster because y'all listening to people call him a monster and he in there fighting guys that ain't got no business in there with him. Old ass Donaire. I love Donaire, but he was old as shit. Old Donaire was 55 years old when they fought. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Who do you think Tank is going to fight next, coach? I don't know. I think Tank going to fight Isaac Cruz, to be honest. For some reason, I think he's going to get a rematch, Isaac Cruz. Drink more water, but it's okay because they can't stop greatness. People going to have his back and they trying to have the showcase that talent. Drink more water. Dimitri Davis, stop. Stop the captain. Stop the captain. Y'all think Cool Boy can get a fair shake in Japan? Monster can go though. Yeah, Monster can't fight, but Cool Boy gonna beat him convincingly. He gonna whoop him. Who do you think Tank goes after when he gets out? I don't know. I think he's gonna get the rematch with Isaac Cruz. I'm proud of Shushu from my hood. That boy a bright career, got a bright career, always locked in. Yeah, Shushu definitely stay in the gym. Jared fast and can move. I got Big Baby, Jamel and Tim Zoo. Jamel and Tim Zoo gonna be a great one. I can't wait. I gotta go with Jamel though. I think Jamel just a veteran. I think he been in way better fights. You know what I mean? The magnitudes. He dealt with all of that. So I think Tim Zoo got to get used to all of that. And then also Tim Zoo think he going to keep fighting at his crib. Greg, you are the new face of boxing talk. I appreciate that. You got the fresh lineup, waves popping. I see you, Greg. I appreciate that. My barber's, you know, he doing his best. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how he cut my mustache down, but I mean, we talked about that. He then goes after when he gets out. Percentage Jerry Anderson KO's Martin. I say about 70% chance he will Floyd a black guy. To be honest with you, I've been watching boxing a long time. I'm not going against you saying I know boxing more than you, but Crawford going to make this fight look real easy. But Crawford going to make this fight look real easy. What's going on, DeMarco? The city back and shoe, for real. Earl Spence get high. Crawford, the gym rat. Crawford and Boots on the same level. They can't lose. All they do is box all day. New face boxing talk. Appreciate that. Jalil Hackett versus Vito or Jesus Ramos. I like that Jalil Hackett and Vito joint. I think that'll be a better fight. That'll be a good fight. You think it's smarter for Bud to bang or box? Talk to me, Professor Hackett. I think it's smart. I think it's smart for Crawford to get into both. I think he need to do a little bit of both. I think he need to pick his spots. I think he need to go to that body. We seen your street fight video. Who y'all see? I wouldn't fight nobody outside, man. Y'all tripping. Greg, I will tell you that Berlinga needs rounds before he get in there with the best. Yeah, Berlinga. But you know what? I do like the Berlinga and Munguia fight. I do like that fight. What do you think Tank goes after when he gets out? I told y'all, I think he's going to get the rematch with Isaac Cruz. The refs and judges been on the robbery spree lately, throwing wrenches in the mix. Yeah, they have. They've been fucking with the bets. Whose side are the commentators going to be on? Of course they're going to be on Earl Spence side. Berlinga versus Morrell. I think Morrell too much for Berlinga right now. Too live. Tevin versus Sparrow, how did you score it? I scored it 95-94, just like the two referees had it. Third one had it a little wider. He's 97-92. I didn't think that one was accurate, but the 95-94 was definitely accurate. I'm from the Bronx, and I'm definitely behind Shushu. A lot of potential. Shushu sharp, bro. What up, GH? Keep up the good work with the boxing breakdowns. I appreciate that, T-Bud. Crawford, loaded gloves. Check that boy gloves. That last fight exposed something. Shakur versus Haney. Great fucking match. That's a chess match, high level chess match. Spence is an athlete who just happens to fight. Bud is an athlete who loves to fight and inflict pain. I appreciate your insight. Appreciate that. Boots versus Villa and Virgil versus Stanionis on the same night. That's what I'm saying. That might mean something. To me, that means something. That's why Crawford got more than Spence. He was fighting taco drivers. Hey, if that's what you believe. So we can say that about Crawford and his KO percentage. Hey, if that's what you want to say, is it true that Steven's main sparring partner he's using to prepare for Inoue is that 16-year-old kid? Not just any 16-year-old kid though. We are talking about the Salim Bey out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who is a 7-time national champion and a bad motherfucker. A bad motherfucker. When I say bad, bad. I feel bad for Bud Face. I'm riding with him, but he gonna have to knock boy out in Japan to get a fair shake. I believe that. If I was fighting anyway, I'd make sure he was tested. I think, listen. The crazy thing is, do you notice right after they said that they was going to be testing, that they was coming to get Inoue, he got an injury the next week? Do y'all notice that? Interesting that you said that. You definitely got to make sure y'all tested. But did you notice that he got an injury? I never seen nobody get cut with a winning headgear on. That was malarkey. That's a great point, but what would you say if Fulton loses? If Fulton loses, then I'm going to break the fight down like I break them all down. I'm going to give Inoue his credit. I don't like nobody's talk about the best Archer. The best boxer shouldn't be the face of boxing, 100% knockout ratio. I don't know what you're talking about. How you feel about Haney versus Matias? Yikes. Haney got to be perfect that night. I ain't going to lie. How long before Big Baby become champ? I think Big Baby become champ 24. Late 24. Great channel, bro. Great dialogue. Do you think you'll ever have callers call in more questions and opinions? I mean, we can get it to that level. Let's just get it popping. Let's keep pushing for it, baby. I appreciate the love and support. Let's get it going. I'm riding with my Philly brother, Cool Boy. I've had to watch him in slow motion just to catch and appreciate what he's doing. Philly all day. Down the lines, I appreciate that. I got Charlo over Canelo. Not mad. Could happen. Tank going to beat Shakur Stevens as soon as he get out. That'd be crazy if he fighting fresh out of jail. Yo, I'm like behind on these Jones. EJ about to step on Crawford. I got 5K on EJ. Slaughter Rico, my nigga. Hey, what's up, cuz? Appreciate the love. My nigga Slaughter in here. What's up with him? How should Bud defend Spence body attack? I think what he should do is not be there. You know what I'm saying? When he see Earl Spence sit down and go to that body, either tighten up, sit down, and catch it and get in between it, or not be there. Don't be there. But I think when when Earl Spence go to the body, you gotta fire right back. Because if you just let him keep going to your body, it's gonna get bad. For some reason, I want to see Tank and Subriel Matias. That'll be a bang out. That's why. I know why you want to see that fight. But it's like a game dog. You bite hard, it's gonna make him show his gameness and make the turn and bite harder. Yeah. No disrespect to Salim Buddy Fulton and his team think a 16-year-old kid as good as he might be prepared for Inoue. They might be in for a rude awakening. I think you underestimating the 16-year-old kid, first of all. Make sure you go check him out before you talk like that. Second of all, that's not the only guy he's sparring. Lead sparring partner, that just mean the guy you getting rounds in with. But that don't mean... See, I think you underestimating sparring. First of all, sparring is not always about beating the shit out of each other. Sparring is about working on shit. And the kid is the lead because the kid is a bad motherfucker. I'm not going to keep saying it. Young boy's a bad motherfucker. Yeah, Floyd grandson going to be a monster if he want. Bud clip Spence early. Can't win them all. It's going to be hard for Fulton to beat that guy on PDs, though. Fulton going to be hitting him with everything he got. Anyway, hands will feel like bricks. Bad decision to go over there. We going to see. Because one thing about Cool Boy, he loved to have his back against the wall. I can honestly say that. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit that like button. I appreciate y'all. What up, G? The legend back. Your knowledge, 100%. We appreciate you, bro. You have against EJ, and how do you not see EJ as pure machine and Crawford has not for top competition? I don't have, yo, stop saying that. I don't have nothing against Earl Spence. I like Earl Spence. I like Terrence Crawford. I'm just talking about what I think is going to happen. That's it. I'm just talking about what I think is going to happen. I don't have nothing against Earl Spence. I like Earl Spence. But one thing you wrong about, no man is a machine. All these niggas can get broke up. That's the truth. All these motherfuckers could get broke up. We thought Mike Tyson was a machine. What's the deal? Atif Open, I want to see that. Monster back in the ring. Atif had a small injury. He'd be right back. Derek James say he trained no more than 5 at a time on his roster. What's your opinion on that and why? I mean, at the end of the day, Derek James is at the level where he's making great money. He's able to live off the money he's making, and maybe he don't want too much on his plate so that he can have time for each guy. That's what I would say. I think he would like to have time for each fighter, so that's probably why he don't train more than 5 fighters at one time. Bud B. Spence, do they make him a top 5 fighter ever? I feel like if Bud pulled this off, he's my top 5. I don't know, G. I think anyway gets voted by stoppage. We gonna see. Is there anyone in Boozy Gym that's able to give Boots good work? How is it getting better? Being the top guy in the gym, I'm sure beating everybody up. Yeah, but they bring in work. They bring in work. And trust me, Boots get great work. Boots get great work. There's guys in that gym you never heard of that give him great work. Trust me. They need to go back to 15 rounds. I would love to see that. They said Boosie home. Gee, man, I feel you. I was thinking strategy. What it do, brother? I'm new to the channel. I got Spence by orbital stoppage by 7 for 8 round. I ain't mad at you, bro. Okay, cool, but EJ's a pure machine, bro. Period. Crawford about to be a pack, bro. How you don't see it? What you mean how I don't see it? This is what happened when you get 2 great fighters. When you get 2 great fighters, it's really tough to see. You trying to sway me by saying he a machine. Do I think Earl Spence is a fucking beast? Yeah, I think he a real beast. But do I think Crawford is a beast? I think Crawford's a fucking beast. I think they gonna get it in. I spoke with you in the lab with OGQ. And the guy, wow, BK, hope you're blessed. And you know, kind of been gonna give Boots a UK Philly cheesesteak. Kind of been better sit his drunk ass down. Frank Martin versus Tank Davis, your thoughts? I think Frank Martin to give Tank Davis a great fight, but the last 4 rounds will make me worry for Frank Martin, to be honest. Yeah, is half retarded talk. More shit over the years, can't think clearly. Frank will take an L. I think Tank got hurt Frank Martin in the last 4. Is there VADA testing for Crawford versus Spence? I don't know. Frank Martin take his L from Tank. Wipe me down. What fight did Crawford show you he's a dog? Oh, yeah, you must not know shit about boxing, man. Come on, bro. You got to be real, bro. You know how hard it is? You know how hard it is to even just make it on that level? Just to get there? You know how hard it is to go up in weight and keep being great? You know how hard it is to go up in weight again and keep being great? What do you mean? What did he show me? Come on, man. Is you being for real or you just trying to troll? You sound like the type I would have chased home from school talking like that. Best knockout I ever had? I ain't gonna lie, the best knockout I ever had was on my 17th birthday. It was an amateur show. I caught a guy with a crazy overhand, spun him out. The ref gave him an 8 count, let me back at him. I went nuts, and I got a first round stoppage on my 17th birthday. I know everything about this. You ever fought before? DMG? I want to see how Boots feels, how Boots reacts when he feels Villa's power and vice versa. Me too. I can't wait till that fight. If Spence and Crawford bang and step like they both said, there's no clear winner. It's simply who gets caught. If Rose gets hurt, he's 100% out. And Crawford has shown that. I seen Bud hurt and come back and KO the opponent. It's called game, short for game dog. I don't. That's why I'm done talking. Nah, fam, I'm out trolling, just asking questions. He said I'm not trolling. You listen. All right, listen. You said to me, what fight showed you he's a dog? All right, now listen to this. That my man Page said. I seen Bud hurt and come back and KO the opponents. That's called game, short for game dog. That's all I need to say. That's why I responded that way. Like, bro, come on, man. You know how hard it is to come back and win after you had your shit rocked? Think Big Baby and Fury ever fight? No. If Earl and Bud retire right now, would you place them in the top 10 welterweights all time? No. Not all time. The Project 35th low in Chicago. I've been getting busy my whole life, fam, just like you. No. We not talking about beating up niggas that smoke all day, beating up niggas that drink, beating up niggas that get high and be on bullshit. We talking about in the gym, preparing to fight somebody who's been preparing like you. You get in there and get hurt, and you fight your way out of it. Have you ever been through that? I ain't talking about no hood shit. Of course I know about the hood shit. Look at my knuckles. Of course I know about the hood shit. That's not what we talking about. Of course I know about the scar on my face. Where is that? Scar right here in my face come from the hood shit. Scar right here in my face come from the hood shit. We not talking about that. We talking about preparing for war, and then going out there getting hurt and then coming back and winning. Bud was hurt a few times, came back, knocked him. It's bugging. I got Greg all day. I mean, you know, I ain't gonna get too crazy. You placed before them if they didn't make top 10. I mean, it's a lot of welterweights though. You gotta let me go through the list, bro. Think you can beat Derrick James in a boxing match? I don't know. I will fight Derrick James. I definitely will fight Derrick James. I fought guys Derrick James size all my life. Crazy dudes think boxing is easy, just making weight is hard. Notice how church mouse quiet everyone got when Earl talked about their sanctioning body fees. Yeah. My ring name was Hot Shot. What current fighters today could enter top 10 of all time? I think top 10 all time. I think Cool Boy could be top 10, 122 all time for sure. Will you beat up and push your edge up? You think he pushed my shit back? If he pushed my shit back, then we got Rumble tomorrow. My shit clean, though. If your baby mom saw me, she definitely a choose. Don't act like that, bro. Don't go crazy, bro. Don't get on my live and start acting crazy, bro. Because your baby mom would lose it if she saw me, bro. She'll call you and be like, bro, it's over. We done. Like, don't even call me no more. Bro, I'm so happy you got your own channel. Oh, for real, you know boxing. All the way from Sacramento, California. Much love, bro. Real shit. If Bud beats Spence, you think he beating Charlo? Charlo a tall order, bro. I don't know. That's a great fight. I've been on this joint for a minute, too. Tone Galvez, quick glazing the man asked a question. You trying to be a tough guy? What happened? Quick glazing. I be cracking the fuck up when the young boys be saying that. He said, what? I'm from Chicago. We can spar at Mato Griffin Gym because you talking crazy. He about to rumble in his joint. Percentage boot stops Villa. I think probably like 75% chance. Lubin looked good. From what I saw, I didn't see everything. Bro, I did a bid to your Indiana fan. What he said, I did a bid, fan, bro. A lot of guys couldn't take it. But just talk boxing, though. Yeah, we talking boxing. We ain't talking about jail boxing either. We ain't talking about boxing in jail. If I went to jail, I'd be fucking world champion jail. You know how fucking strong I'd be if I was in jail? kickboxing, all that street fighting shit different. That's all I'm trying to tell him. I think he know, but he was just trying. You know what I mean? He said he wasn't trolling, but he was. I think he just loved Earl Spence. There's nothing wrong with that. I like Earl Spence, but I'm just saying. Appreciate that, bro. Like Boots Villa fight for real. Boots is stepping on everybody, but I think Villa gonna come to fight. I believe. Listen, I believe Villa coming to fight too. I think Villa gonna put up a great rumble. But we just, I don't know. We just got to wait, man. July 8th. Everybody be there. July 8th. Pull the fuck up. Yo, I can't find my mini fan, bro. This shit is crazy. I'm burning up in this joint. I need my mini. I'm gonna cook. So you think Bud stops EJ? Can you see Bud stopping Boots? I'm curious to know how you think that fight go. Boots should have talked more when he had the shot on me. Now, I don't get into all of that, bro. I just listen, man. Great fights. Let's go. Nah, bro, it's real hitters in there, and it's not. And he said it's not that I love EJ. I just recognize the difference. I mean, if you're right, you're right. But we won't know until July 29th. DMJ, hit me up, man. Hit me up on the gram. Greg Hackett 86, man. We could talk more. You know what I mean? Let's talk more about it then. After the fight, baby, we could talk personally through the voice chat, man. We could just send the voice chats back and forth, man. I ain't never been a stranger to nobody, to no danger, to nothing. Get with me. Great fight. In my opinion, Virgil and Stanley on this. Who you got in that fight, OG? And you ain't an OG because of age, just because you mind when it comes to life and the world of boxing. I appreciate that, bro. I think that fight would definitely be a 50-50 fight. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Ortiz and Stanley on this is gonna be a 50-50 fight. July 8th gonna be a fire night for boxing for sure. Spence got better skills than Charlo. If he beats Spence, I think he beats Jamel. Do boxers gain confidence when they realize their opponent's power is suspect? When they get cracked? Yeah, they definitely do. If I get hit with what I consider your best shot, if you hit me with your best shot, I consider your best shot, and it don't do shit to me, then yeah, you definitely gonna gain confidence for sure. Boots gonna cook, buddy. It's gonna be a good opponent to test his chin. What does your daily schedule look like as a boxing coach? I'm in the gym from 11 to 8 every day. Monday through Friday, 11 to 8. If we got some fights coming up, then we get in on the weekends. And we get some running and all that type of shit, strength conditioning, shit like that. But I'm in the gym from 11 to 8. RN. Ain't that what happened though, RN? It was like, Ryan, oh my God. More likely to get the stoppage than Anderson or Boots. Anderson? You talking about Big Baby? I think they both will get stoppages, for real, for real. But I think Boost Jones gonna be late, like between 9 and 11, like 9, 10 or something like that. And Big Baby Jones, I think his Jones will be like around 5. Do you think Lomo give Shakur work like he gave Dev? Like would be close. I think Lomo will give anybody work, bro. Skilled fighter. What's the highest weight you think Tank goes in his career? I think Tank can stop at 140. Martin fights. And I think he could go to 47, but it depends on who it is. What do you think, Coach? Martin fights what's his name? Haru Tunyon? I don't know that guy. I ain't gonna lie to you. What do you recommend for a diet with your fighters? It depends on the build. Depends on the fighter's build. Nikki Clark. Hey. How should Boots fight Villa? Should he just stay on the outside? I think Boots should box him, but go to the body. Simple as that. In the past 10 years, it's the best year so far in boxing. It's definitely a great year. Does junk food really play a role damaging the fighter? Yeah, junk food definitely slow you down and it fuck with your sugar levels and all that shit. You be up and down. Shit give you headaches. When you start getting in shape and then you eat certain shit, it give you a headache right away. The one he definitely has to get boosts. I see the unification. As a coach, what boxing drill do you think is most effective to help a fighter improve? I like to work on foot drills, bro. I like to keep the feet. I think the feet is most important. Like when you're moving around in that ring, you gotta know where you at, how to get there, and where to go to get away. Villa gonna be there to get hit. It's a matter of how well he'll take boost power. What up, bro? Let me stay awake for a little bit. I've been on this joint for a minute. I ain't gonna lie, I'm ready to get off. We about to hit 80 minutes. That's an hour and 20. And I gotta get up early, get my sons downtown, make some moves. Then I gotta slide to the gym. I ain't gonna lie. So I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Everybody that sent the donation, everybody that hit the like button, everybody that subscribed, everybody that shared my shit. Appreciate y'all. Get with me. You know what I mean? I fucks with y'all. We had New York in here. We had Cali in here. We had Florida in here. We had Texas in here. We had Illinois in here. We had Maryland in here. I mean, we got everybody. I fucks with y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. You know what I mean? Without y'all, it wouldn't be no live. It wouldn't be no Greg Hackett, GHB TV. It wouldn't be none of that. We going to get it popping. Yeah. You know I'm going to stay with it. I'll be back. Training my son. Hit me up on Instagram. Greg Hackett 86. And just hit me up on Instagram. We got Jersey in here. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm going live tomorrow. I'm back on my shit. I had to get some shit straight. I'm back on my shit. I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Tuesday. Probably every other day. I'll probably go live every other day because I gotta make some videos in between. But I'll probably go live every other day. I appreciate y'all for fucking with me though. No, I ain't gonna put the dog fights on here. London in here. We got them in here, man. The UK showing love. Everybody showing love. The 619 in here. Everybody fucking showing love, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, man. Thank you for jumping on my shit, man. You didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to jump on my shit, but you did. You came through, and I appreciate it. You feel me? Tomorrow, either tomorrow or Wednesday, same time, maybe a little earlier. I'm gonna get on this joint probably like around 9. I really like to get on around 9. But tonight I had a little bit of energy. Las Vegas in here. You know what I mean? North Carolina. I like to usually get on around 9 Eastern, but you know what I mean, I feel better around time. Mississippi, Kentucky in here. You know what I mean, but I appreciate y'all, man. I really do. Keep fucking with me. I'm gonna keep dropping some shit. Inbox me if y'all want me to drop some other shit. If y'all just was thinking of some random shit, hit me with it. If I can make a video, I will. You know what I mean? If I don't make the video, remind me. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I mean, those who want to personally donate, my what is it? My Cash App is GregieCash, GREGIE Cash, CASH. Appreciate y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Get with me.